today is March 2nd, the rundown. We're back in the SUV going around LA trying to get a TV show. Don't know how it's going because I thought it went much better the first time around and we didn't have a TV show, but we have Chernin and Kearns and back now, so
we have
maybe
the
that
number
helps.
one podcast in the world, too.
Congratulations, Big Cat. Congratulates to my brain. Putting together this network, number one podcast after number one podcast. If you're an up-and-coming guy, this guy right here, Dave Lorne Michaels Portnoy, he can get you to be the number one podcast in the world by snapping his fingers, putting the right assets towards it, doing everything you have to do. I hired a guy for Big Cat PFT. I said, you two will make a team. This is going to be gold. They hit. I told KFC, I said, I'm going to hire a guy for you. Maybe I'll let you and Cat Tim do something. We'll get you in the top 10 KFC.
Can I say
Let's
something?
get right into it. No, you cannot.
Let me just say something.
The number one podcast in the world gets to
Can I
speak, Dave.
for a second? I just want to be gracious with this and say that, Dave, I know how much of a struggle it was for you to get to number one. It took you a few days. You were languishing in like the 30s for a while. So I know that I'm not going to take this for granted. Debuting at one is a great honor. I know how hard it was for you. I'm blessed.
I thought you were actually gonna thank me for laying out the strategy to ensure that you went.
Your
right
strategy actually wouldn't have mattered because we went number one overnight.
Yeah, okay. My strategy was the only reason. That includes everything for PFT. I don't want to get into this. This is a team game. There is no I in team. I'm the only one who sees that this is a team
How
game.
salty he's been all day.
Lorne
Michaels, but I want to be the star of every show.
I don't
Lorne
want to
Michaels, but nobody else gets to do any skits.
Listen, I don't like being on camera. I wish I wasn't even a part of it. And if you guys want me to go away, I will. Well, you guys, and I've said it a million times, for sure not would be, and the hot glove would be on dark corners of the internet that people didn't even know existed. You'd be basically scuff blogs. Are those such things? Like the deep dark internet, people would be down there and be like, who are these people? Never heard of them. But I took you under my wings and I've taken you to number one, and all I want is a thank you. You're turning into marbles over here. Let's get into this. Donald Trump. Speaking of brilliant people, a commenter summed up Donald Trump perfectly. He said he respects him, that he doesn't give out specific ideas of his policy because he's afraid that other politicians are going to steal those ideas. Again, this is why I didn't release the whole Chernin deal till it actually happened, because when you operate on a level and a plateau in a stratosphere that he and I do, everyone's coming out to get your ideas. You got to keep them close to your vest till you're ready to execute. So I think this is a great move by Trump. Team Donald, KFC, what do you got?
This is a classic move when you don't have any moves. When you don't have any ideas for your policies, you say, like, I can't put them out there yet. It's almost like, I know what I'm going to do, but why don't you tell me so then I know that you know? You know what I'm saying?
That would be smart, too.
Yeah, but so it's like, hey, Trump, how you going to run the country? I'm not going to tell you yet. Don't worry about that. I'll tell you later. It's a great move. He's a snake. It's the ultimate snake move.
I love it because it's another example of Dave Portnoy being Donald Trump, which is, like, that's why he's scary for America, because they're the same guy. Dave sent Clem and Hank to Latvia and didn't tell anyone before they actually got on a plane because he was so scared that SB Nation.
That was literally why I didn't tell people they were going to Latvia.
You were scared that SB Nation was going to send two of their bloggers to just look for Porzingis in Latvia. Like, that's what you were saying, basically. So you and Donald Trump are the same guy, and that's fine. I trust Donald Trump to run a smut website. I don't trust him to run a country.
What happened when we all sat on that couch in the Super Bowl? Well, you didn't see it, Clancy. You weren't there. But what Fox Sports...
Which is actually ironic.
Kevin Couch Clancy. The next day, what happened? Fox Sports 1 was all cramped up on a couch. Everything I do, people steal that brain. So rather than making fun of me and say I'm crazy and some psycho, why don't you just say thank you for the number one podcast I handed you on a silver platter. Number 2, Melo playing New York Knicks yesterday. I guess a fan was heckling him. He told the fan, if you don't like it, ask for James Dolan to give you his money back. Defend your boy, Kev.
No, not defend my boy. He's a bum. He's a loser. I'm done. I'm officially hashtag done. I am hashtag done with Melo. There's no going back on it. He is such...
You can't take back a hashtag done.
Nope. No backsies on this one. Okay. And I don't have to worry about taking it back. Everybody should be hashtag done with this guy. Anybody who still defends him is a fucking loser too. The guy is not a superstar. He's not even like a middle star anymore. He can't even lead this team to like an 8 seed. He stinks. And he's very thin-skinned. He's always on his Instagram, and he's always hashtagging Stay Mellow, and he's always complaining about fans and shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, if
it would be awesome if he was any good.
But I'm actually going to defend Mello on that one. If your name's Mello, you
gotta
have to
go
hashtag Stay Mello.
Yeah,
That's great. Big Cat, what do you got on the
Again, another stupid hat by Mello, too. That was like a Johnny from Jan's.
I'm going to defend him on that. Black people can do it, and Mello, it's Mello's thing.
Mello's thing is stupid hats.
Yeah.
Like, other people have winning championships.
Like, I'm excited to see his stupid hats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people have rings, other people are silly hats.
Mello is a weird case for me, too, because I still think he would have worked on the Bulls.
Yeah, you stick by that they would have, like, won a title with him.
I feel like Mello knows it, too. He knows that if he had just taken a little bit less money and gone to the Bulls, he wouldn't have people, like, heckling him and saying,
you can have
our money back.
You can have him. Maybe
I don't want him now, but he would have back
2
years ago. Was it 2 years ago or last year?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have worked.
Do we get a suite mic at MSG for the Barstool, like Barstool suite?
We better.
Maybe like we can make it like a bonus for doubling revenue or something.
I'm talking like a seat, not like one game.
What about
like a standing revenue?
Yeah.
$500,000 revenue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Sounds
It's got to be
reasonable.
more than $500,000.
But would we even want
A
one?
million?
Yes, we would.
Yeah, you would.
Knicks?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
not
not
for the Knicks. It's MSG.
Everything else. You get
Oh,
the
yeah,
whole
that's right.
arena.
You get everything.
We
Yeah,
should
Billy
probably
Joel every
bundle,
month.
a marketing deal into that too. So you get Barstool
Yeah.
signage on the court.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably cost.
We
you
should just
$15
do the
million.
virtual reality thing that we've been pitched.
That wasn't bad.
One guy pitched
with
us like
robots.
one guy pitched us basically.
No,
he sounded
we don't do robots here.
he sounded like
We
he
don't like
wanted
robots at
Barstool to
Barstool.
become like a virtual reality like fucking place where you just like go fuck the girls.
This
in
is
virtual
your,
reality.
Huge.
this is you guys are stealing business topics from my business podcast, which is so typical. This is all going to be discussed in the Dave
you
Portman
ever think
show,
that's gonna
which
get-
airs at noon on Thursdays. Tomorrow, my dad is the guest, so tune in and
Did your big business brain realize that releasing a podcast in the middle of the night is not a good idea?
I just wanted more time to build it up. Let's continue real quick. I went Italy today with my wardrobe.
I went #1 shirt.
And I didn't wear sunglasses because I feel like I intimidate people on how Hollywood I look with those sunglasses.
Do you? Can we actually talk about that for a second, Dave? Do you think there's an element of us pitching a TV show where maybe you're like, if you looked a little bit more handsome, we would maybe?
I think your ugliness brings us down a little bit.
Do you ever think like, damn, if these people would stop looking at my face, maybe they'd give us a TV
Oh, you know what you
show?
should do? You should get surgery. Like fix your face, and then maybe we'd have a show.
I actually didn't wear sunglasses.
We're in LA.
It's a land of beautiful people.
Yeah.
I looked too good.
And listen, I'm not saying I'm good looking either, but I'm also not the one talking the whole time.
Right.
You're like the face of it.
If you're gonna be the face of a company with an ugly face,
that
we're in
wants to
trouble.
get on TV. They want us on TV, and they're like, look at this face.
Ugly face porn wife's not gonna get the job done.
You guys are being mean but facetious, so I'll laugh and be like, ha ha, you guys are making funny jokes. Listen, stats don't.
Stop by BuzzFeed.
Oh, BuzzFeed.
This is the BuzzFeed store.
That's a fucking gross.
What is that, Clarence?
That looks like a dude. I don't
What the
know.
fuck
Like
is that?
BuzzFeed consignment?
If that's where BuzzFeed works,
Oh, okay.
wait.
BuzzFeed. Yell at him, big guy.
Looks
Fuck
like,
you! I want to go to New York and just fight BuzzFeed.
Could happen.
I gotta eat. The last subject that we have today on the rundown, after, by the way, my face is perfect.
Perfect. You have these two pimples
That's
right
the
here
part.
that are really,
Yeah, they've been
really,
bothering me
and
all
I've
week.
been sitting to the left of you, so I keep seeing them. I almost want to pop them for you. You want me to just get rid of them?
We'd have a TV show if you weren't a fucking 14-year-old kid
See
with
that?
acne.
That and that right there.
That is a birthmark, you idiot.
Oh, well, you should get that
well,
removed.
that's- yeah.
Fucking A, and that's just all.
You're
you
like
guys are like.
you're like boils. You're like those.
zoom in on that.
We'll go
Hey, this
together.
is what they're fucking
I'll
complaining
get,
about.
You're
I'll
like-
get this
you're
thing
like-
removed, and you
you're
get
like-
yours removed.
You
You're
think
like
they
Billy-
told that to Bradley Cooper
you're
when he
like-
went to a fucking movie? Oh, you're not good. Just
You're
shut
like
up.
Billy
Let's
Crystal from
continue.
Princess
And
Bride.
people-
Like little trolls with bubbles all over your face.
He's like the guy from Braveheart when he had syphilis and his skin was falling off.
It's actually amazing that I put up with you two. That's what makes me so amazing as a human and a character. That you guys, all you do is attack me,
Go,
and
Fred,
all I
go.
do is keep this fucking show on fucking pace. I've
We
basically,
attack you, right?
I've basically saved both of your entire fucking lives. You'd be an accountant, you'd be
This is
selling
the
real
part that-
estate, hating life. All I've done is give you everything. I've spoon-fed you my playbook, and you just attack me, and I don't even care. Attack me, do what you want, but you wouldn't be sitting here meeting with bigwigs doing around if it wasn't for this guy. But I can take it. I can
You know
take
what's
it
going on?
because
Dave
I'm
is
a
very
big
hungry.
picture
He's
guy.
very hungry.
This is what happens
Oh,
when
yeah,
Dave
I'm
gets
getting
hungry.
I'm
He's
getting
getting
hungry.
very
You guys have
hungry.
attacked me.
Very cranky. Gets very cranky.
You've said
you're worse than my baby. You get cranky like a baby.
You're like,
you get cranky like a baby when you don't eat.
Ugly. Oh, you're mean now. You're in a bad mood. You're sitting here saying.
By the way, do you know that some stoolies actually? Wait, Dave.
Shut up.
I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm not going to be mean to you.
You're too late. You've been mean the whole fucking time.
You know there's
the last subject. What is the last subject? Oh, whether we want the people's golfer to be Chris Wilcox. Is that his name?
No, Chris Wilcox played
Wilcox.
Will Wilcox, because I love going on the PGA Tour. I love following the people's golfer, Jim Renner. He stinks, and he's now on the Web Tour. Get back on the PGA Tour, Jim. There's nobody who roots for you harder than we do.
Knowing Jim,
we need you back on the PGA.
Probably good.
Yeah,
we're all
like,
set on the PGA Tour.
We need Renner's Army. But in the meantime, we were talking about getting somebody else to follow. He recommended his buddy, Will Wilcox. He's kind of fancy, good-looking guy. I don't know that he's the Barstool. You don't think he's good-looking?
No, I'm saying that hurts his chances to be the people's
golfer. He's not fancy.
He's kind of fancy. I think he'd have to wear monocles and top hats. But I do want to root for somebody. And that would be a funny gimmick. To follow somebody with top hats and monocles through a gallery would actually be hilarious.
I've met him and I think he's a very good guy. I think he'd be a good replacement. He's not Renner. No one can replace Renner, and no one probably will replace Renner because Renner's probably just gonna be like, I'm cool on the web.com tour. I'm not even gonna try to get better. But Wilcox would be the next best replacement.
All right, that's the rundown. This was a
Do you know that
an attack
can
on
I
my
say what I
personal
was going to
character.
say?
Yeah, sure.
There are actually stoolies who are worried that when we go to New York and we're not on Skype, we won't be mean to each other in person.
God,
like it will
so
soften the show.
That's stupid.
Seeing your face all day makes me
so mad. It makes me so mad looking at his ugly face.
It's ironic. It's ironic that again, you guys. I haven't said one mean thing this whole.
Yes, you did. You said that. Dave, your whole thing is that you've given us a life. You basically treat us like we're like. Okay, that's not me. You're right.
How's that mean?
I mean, it's basically saying that we have nothing to do with Barstool's success.
No,
it's discounting. It's discounting everything we've done.
It's not. You guys have taken things so personal. You guys have helped grow the brand. Without me, I still have a livelihood. I'm still fucking have a house in Nantucket without you two.
I like it.
You two don't have shit without me.
Dave, you just basically said, without me, you would be some schmo, little shit making no money. You take things so personal.
You are absolutely the worst leader of men. It's unbelievable.
I'm the worst leader of men.
100%.
I am the best leader.
You are legitimately the worst leader of men.
We had this discussion earlier when I was worried about, I think, Caleb or Smitty's head being in. They're like, how come you care? Because I treat everybody differently to get the most out of their abilities. That's what I do.
The worst.
That's what makes me an absolute titan of industry.
Do you want to give an update on the LA meetings?
No, that's going to be on my podcast because I have a business podcast.
That is oh man, the Michael Scott transformation is complete.
It's unbelievable.
I have a business podcast. You can listen to me there. You're right.
Very important.
Fix your face.
Fix my face.
Maybe we get a TV show.
The Ugly Dave Portnoy Show. Ugly Face Dave.
It would be great.
UFD.
When I'm in Italy mode, I literally didn't wear my sunglasses because I thought I was too into it.
You should have, because it would have covered up your ugly face.
Everybody wants the Barstool book.
Yes. Okay, so this is actually a good story for all the meetings. Every single meeting we've gone into, the agents basically say, "Have you guys thought about writing a book?" And then we just go like this. And Dave stays silent.
I already ended the rundown 10 minutes ago. The book, again, is podcast material.
And Dave says, yeah, I gotta write a book. And maybe we'll fake jot something.
Who reads books? I hate this idea, by the way.
Have a book. We're waiting on the shark report and the book.
No one's gonna read a fucking book.
Yeah, but Kevin, because you're such a
I know, it opens doors
brain,
and shit. I'm saying it shouldn't.
The exact reason I said, because we'd have a #1 bestseller.
The rest of the world is dumb, Dave.
Sell the shark report.
At least you have me to understand how the world works.
Be a man and sell the shark report.
Okay, can we cut this? It's gone long.
Listen to Dave talk about books on his new show. That's number, what? I don't know, 13.
What time does it air? 7:30?
My podcast is tomorrow at noon.
Can I say one thing?
My dad is the guest. I don't know if the sound's good. I don't know if the podcast is good, but you'll listen because I said listen.
World-class
Can I say
man.
one thing to end this? I think your hair looks pretty nice today.
I fucking look great today.
I'm gonna have to start sitting to the right of you, though. So
you're calling that's a zit on your head. It's a fucking birthmark. I have a birthmark here I've had my whole life. You're calling it a zit? You want a pup now?
Look at this guy in the corner. He is electric.
Oh, he's got
the piano pants with the red shoes.
LA's a weird spot. We're not LA
We are
people.
not. That's why we could never survive out here.
This is why we'll never get a show, because when I cut it, it should end, and we just drag. They're like,
Yeah, but
oh,
if
they
we
can't
cut
keep
it,
in 22
we wouldn't
minutes.
have.
Cut the show.
If we cut it, we wouldn't have gotten the part where I said you have nice looking hair today.
That's true.
Cut it, Hank. This is why we're not getting a show.
Can you just take a compliment?
Dave Portnoy talking about the rundown running long because of other people.
It's always
unbelievable.
because of you two. I cut it and you just keep talking.
That is,
We'll cut this part, but just keep talking.
that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, this is, you know what? This is the mobile version of him socially at his computer.
If he could right now, he would turn to his keyboard.
Hey, we'll cut this part, but at least get it.
I don't even think he's actually doing anything. He's just scrolling and looking at his phone, like fake texting. Yep. Salty Dave. We got to get him some food because he is cranky.